सीधा तो डिसाइड कर लेंगे। सब तो होगा
हराम ज्यादा मौका को फायदा उठा के डील कर लेंगे। अब किसान की धमकी दे दाव जी अपने फंस गए यहाँ हमारे मान गए।
अरे भैया राजनीति में जाने फंसा है वो समझदार और जब फंस गए ठीक है। जी जब दो घोड़े हों तो दोनों घोड़ों को चारा खिलाने के कहते हैं राजनीति में। तुम खेल देखो और खेल खिलाए। अपने बच्चों को लड़ने गए ये बात अब खराब है। कोई बात ना भैया सालन तो भट्टी करा गाड़ी को सर में कवा बनाओ सर
एक बार जन्म लेती है और अपनी इस महान आत्मा ने अपने तरकश से एक नया तीर छोड़ो है आमरण अनशन। देखना ये तीर जो है ये दौड़ मचा क्योंकि ये तीर नहीं है ये उनका तीर है दूसरा तीर।
In his steps you've trod, from his eyes you've seen. The circle has led you back. Have you gleaned any truths? Long has an old friend waited for you. Destiny ripens. This last mural holds the key. Go forth. No one sees this myth more clearly than him.
सिंपल सा काम था बाबा अभी तक का किया
जम्मू में बनाने दे रहे तब सुबह अंदर का मुद्दा बताए तो वहां तक तो सोच लोगे चलो ठीक है चलो प्लानिंग कहाँ आ गई अब आ जाएंगे फिर कहेंगे वो इसका काम लगो तो मुझको वो पूरे घंटा है चलने वाला कुछ नहीं करता सवाल हाँ पूजा जल्दी अपने साल में बहुत काम करना है भैया आइडियो है और अंकल को मुझको
हमारे पास नहीं कर
आप चलोगे
तुम देख ले
मुझे किस नहीं
मुझको संभाल सरा छेड़ती शराब की कोशिश करना बस करो इसे दर्शन कर मुझको तेरे लिए दौड़ा दौड़ा आऊंगा शादी वास्ते मैं तेरे घर पे घोड़ा लाऊंगा देख लेना तेरे लिए लाल जोड़ा लाऊंगा दुल्हा मैं बनूंगा दुल्हा तुझे
Shame I must greet you in this bitter cold without a heart. It's no easy feat getting here. I know you didn't come to keep me company. In your heart there must be something you can't get over. Or someone you can't let go of. Same goes for me. I can't kill that monkey. No one can. Except himself. But at last, I see. This is the only way. He had no choice. And neither did I. Have some of this. I won't hold back from now Let's fight! My sword spells the night sky, swifter than shooting stars! Craft close and crude, right. You've lifted my spirits, mountain. When he was dragged to the execution yard, sword and spear were dull, cleaver and cudgel crumbled, and yet he lived unscathed. He gave his life to put you in this place. Let me see what path diverges from his. From the sky, my sword sweeps the land! Those are celestial warriors. Many of them are below me, and few are like him. Back when he was around, he was the one rival I relished. Through the air, like a falling star. Trust me, I know it.
बंद करो जाए पीनो बंद करो जाए पीनो जाए पीनो करती है चालू गुर्दे खराब होते हैं इससे बंद करो जाए पीनो फिर सगळे मैं बोल रहे हैं अब संभाल लेंगे तुम चुप हो जाओ
Have some of this spark. I won't hold back from now. Let's fight! The mountains bury the sun. You've lifted my spirits, monkey. When he was dragged to the execution yard, sword and spear were dull, cleaver and cudgel crumbled, and yet he remained unscathed. He gave his life to put you in this place. Let me see what diverged from his. Thou of purity! Unleash it! The world knows every stir of your mind. The great sage. Today's clash didn't satisfy my spirit. Go back with me to the sky. Let us get drunk before we continue this fight. None has what it takes to push me into this fight. This monkey! I've been thinking of you every day since.
Such power must be new to you. You should first spar with them a while.
शराब के बारे में क्या विचार है?
I hear tell this Yao Guai is I rank 1,000-fold above that king. As his sire, he reveres me, and like a deity, he serves me. How dare you think I'm his slender? Only your friend can be free. The court of the Yao Guai.
That Yao Guai said he knew somewhat. Surely he's no mere mortal.
He must be somebody from the court. Great. The journey ends here.
The eyes wide
to bring them down.
Watch.
The wing is his. My brothers tested you at my behest. All for this day. And only now I understand that fight. No prestige can shackle him. No band can keep him caged. A mortal death for an unbound mind and will. May you not fail him. I'm now at peace. Your journey, though, has just begun.
Say, what's to come of Destiny if he steps out of that mural?
I make a living by reading what was written. The signs alone tell what's to come.
What's to come is what's not yet written. No one can read what's not written.
Destiny is written in what's done. What's done shapes what's to come, not escape. It's all written for me, if only I uncover all that occurred.
So, there really is something even you cannot read. That's good. Very good.
一种也没把地他这个手用了，就一个手把，बस यार ये बस ये रास्ता ना जाओ तो आगे बढ़ते हैं ना ये करो अरे कोई रुके ना बस चलो आगे चलते हैं आगे बढ़िए आगे बढ़िए सब चलता रहूं सबको मैंने हमें ज्वाइन कर दिया लेकिन नंदी तक पति हफ्ता बुलाने क्यों मैंने प्याज के मारी जगह है अभी तब तो
Where do you come from, outsider? In my realm, all monkeys are of similar face and shape. Your face speaks of a different breed, and an ugly one. You must be a Yaogwai from another land.
I've never ventured here since that journey. Nothing's changed after so many years. He said this and told me to kneel. Right here on this seat. Ah. Once you have this, there's no turning back. Now, you look exactly like Wukong.
You're all set, kid. You look like a fierce warrior. Come with me. Let's find out what that old monkey is up to.
मध्य तो ना हुई मैं आया हूँ सब तो मैं अकेले ना वे सब ने संग लाया भाई आपकी लाइफ इज तो डेंजरस आप दूर तो आओ कल तुम बच्चे बातें बोलिए सुनिए सामने करूँगा
ये तो हाँ लेकिन कहीं भी बोल सकते कहीं लिखिए न्यूज़
चक्कर बढ़िया फिल्म जैसे मंत्री ने कही मैं बोलता था करता वही समझ में आ गई तुमने नंबर
सैन आई आप कैसे आई
मैं तो अपना नहीं तो हमारी कश्ती वहाँ टूटी जहाँ पानी का वो भी नहीं जब आप देख लो तो ना देख लो अंदर जो तो मैंने पी ली जब सब नहीं खत्म हो जाए हमारे पी सवेरे तक तुम खत्म
Let's go! That old monkey will be waiting on the peak of the hill when we have 5 relics.
Someone down you now!
Keep eyes just ahead. Let's be on our way. Wukong! You're back!
Igual, pues claro. Oficial, ya करी करी तुमने तो कब्जा करो तुमने कोई काजे को ठीक है काजे चलो टाइम जारी मैं तो
सरकारी शराब के ठेकों पर तोड़फोड़, सरकारी संपत्ति को नुकसान, 390 शराब के ठेकों पर शराब की चोरी, 153
औरत को गलत रास्ता दिखा के आग बिना करने पर छूट किया। जानती है तो सरकारी अस्पताल ना सब जानते हैं जो तेरे चक्कर में अपने आप को आग लगाने तो कौन बात नहीं हमारे गाँव वाले
Over here! Hurry! Hurry! If you ask me, this rock
साइन कर दे कि मैं शराबबंदी की पिटीशन वापस ले आऊं। साइन कर दो।
You're here.
We're here.
Step aboard.
Hey, old monkey. I hope this isn't a one-way trip, is it?
Isn't all life a one-way trip? Once you embark on the journey, there's no turning back.
What is this place?
His memories. Since his early days, he'd had an eye for the finer things, and a will to wrest them from others. Laying his eyes on, then craving to seize their riches. No better than the black bear and ginger, I say.
You can't have an eye for the finer things, while the Buddha oversees the three realms? Well, I hardly think that's fair.
How insatiable. Not content with his kingdom and title below, he asked for a position in the celestial court. But soon after his wish was granted, his joy turned to rage, all because he wasn't invited to a feast. He nearly ruined the entire celestial palace. Ears fume at unfavorable news. As untamed and ungrateful as that yellow rat. Beasts are beasts, don't you think?
He was young. He didn't know any better. Hadn't learned from the Buddha or our master yet. Aren't you being a bit harsh? Dredging up the scandals from his youth?
Like his adulthood was any better. Since his release, he had claimed to have learned manners and discipline. Yet his weak Frankenchurch gave him away. Posing as an idol, he degraded the gods. Clear was his defiance of the doctrines he had learned.
Well, he was just being naughty. Aren't all great achievers somewhat self-obsessed? Myself included.
Nose in the air, feeling above others. I say he was no less insolent than that yellow-browed brat.
Wait, isn't it that lady of some sort? It was her tricks that made Master drive Wukong away.
On White Tiger Ridge, he forsook his love. 3 times he broke her into pieces, convincing himself his heart would ache no more. Yet, as you must know, he had never let go of her. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been so eager to get away from the Buddhahood he attained. Those who talk much of love will one day bite their tongues. On this matter, he was akin to you and your many darlings. No matter where you are, you'd always fall captive to the web of mortal desire.
Why bring me into this? True, I don't have the wits to break the web, but he had torn his way out since that day.
Take a look, Bajia. Can you see? Many of your good friends are here.
We're just fair-weather friends, that's all.
But they are still friends, aren't they?
So you say, so it must be.
अपने जगोदर का बालक है।
These old buddies.
जैसे जगोदर की मिट्टी के
I think none of them ended up well.
ऐसे ये गनु
Indeed. For ages, countless gifted souls have walked this earth. Yet of them, how few have forged everlasting greatness? Do you know why?
Injustice?
Never has it been just.
Misfortune?
Fortune is simply humility in the mighty.
Well, mayhaps. They simply lacked my charm.
Gifted they may be, yet strive they not. Content with little and lost in lust. Seek the ease, yet crave the renown. They yearn for freedom, yet aspire to Buddhahood. They always want both, yet nobody can and nobody should. Such was the folly of the Bull King and Wukong. Destiny's favor calls for the resolution to sever all desires. You should mark well these words.
Hold on. This can't be Wukong's memory. You're fooling us, aren't you?
5 of the 6 relics call for one. Bajie, tell me which.
Eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind. Mind, it's mind.
What did you just see?
The 3 of us?
That was the last one.
Oh, I see now. It was you. I knew it from the beginning. You were the mind of Wukong all along. That's why you led us here.
Not me. It's him.
Don't make me laugh. Him? He is Wukong.
Yes and no.
Cut to the chase, will you? We didn't come this far for your riddles.
After Wukong died, 5 of his 6 senses endured and were taken by the Yaoguai kings. Only his mind was lost. Mind is the first of the 6. It's the essence unique to every life. Therefore, it's destined to fade away at life's end.
Hold on. You mean Wukong's gone for good, never to return? You old bastard! You've been lying to us all this time!
That Wukong you knew will never return. But what made him remains. The universe will always bear him a successor. One who shall carry on his name and nature. This chosen successor is the destined one. Nameless you were, yet perils and mighty foes you've braved to recover his relics. Your will now stands resolute, worthy of his power.
You mean this boy is to take Wukong's name? He's not!
Soon Wukong is long gone! But deep down, you know he wasn't all that perfect. Now that he is dead, this one, perhaps, shall bear the name in his stead. Here, we can venture forth with you no further. This task is yours alone. Sun Wukong left behind a broken shell, stripped of all his 6 senses. Though ages have passed, it maintains a connection attuned to the echoes of his former self. If you truly are the one destined, you must cast aside his soulless shell and merge the 6 into one. Then, you shall be the one to begin the journey anew.
No, not on his own. He's just a kid who knows nothing. I'll go with him.
This place is shaped by Wukong's lingering obsession. It allows only his relic bearer to face the final ordeal. We can escort him no more. See it for yourself.
Hear me, son! You can always run! You don't have to bear Wukong's name!
Carmen here today, getting very excited anywhere to. It's a very marathon, rolling down. Someone going on with Ultra, I think it's Alonso down there at the bottom of the back. Hamilton went behind Charles and they held him to go back 6 men for Hamilton. Very much a play. All the back. Alonso went clear back there. It was for him in Austria. He's got to keep his cool at this stage in the race, but I get the feeling that the fastest car at the moment sits in third place, but what can Ferrari do to work as a team? Further down the field, actually, by the way, joint role with Liam Lawson into Brooklyn. That's where the front race is going. did not just plunge up the inside of Lewis Hamilton. I just let go because he was playing so low. Rather than that dropped off the back the car decided and then spun around and that's what goes out on a 10-second time penalty of the ball to the fair car and he got control of his car by knocking the front so that he took another driver out. Damage on the absolute front weight making the pick of the race. Quite a massive change. That's right there. You're off with the action. I thought the move was in the left structure. That is for Lewis Hamilton expensive for a 40 start and 6th movement before the lights went out. That's a 5-second penalty if the data agrees with the law. Yeah, that's not slightly out of position for the person for that meant to be a factual thing that's fair back and answered at the moment. The plan is to rather say Ferrari, which should still be a hot-stop strategy at the end of this race. It's how long can you radio stay? Just drop back a bit more from Charles Leclerc. The might be a bit of a buffer for his teammate. Is this the way Ferrari going to work as a team to make it? Hamilton will cross straight over behind and allow Charles Leclerc to build up a big gap down in front. Antonelli now within the overtake mode of Lewis Hamilton. That means it's Alpha really more in charge of back here. He's top speed, higher top speed from the outside, which was what it passed Hamilton yesterday. Ferrari is very keen for Hamilton to hold the seat up as long as possible. The runs are front three. George Russell still up second back. It's over to his teammate, Antonelli. Match is down to 1.5 seconds behind George Russell. Hadjar with the overtake mode 1 second in centre. Up around the Norris down to about 5 seconds. Leah Lawson, Arthur Redman, and Gabriel Portoletto now in the final point position. In that gap, the overtaken sight. Hamilton's officially under investigation now for that full start. Yeah, it's normally some data. It's not opinion, data. You want to keep car moving before the lights go out. Anyway, let's hope for the best for Lewis there, but he's on the currently well, he's taking a 10-second penalty there. He's certainly currently under pressure though at the moment. Kimi Antonelli, we're watching Pierre Gasly gaining on Carlos Sainz in the brilliant and Alpine trying to move up a bit. And Kane has the back partner of Alex Albon, he's about to be lapped, I would imagine, by our leading trio. Hamilton down is Lewis Hamilton straight, he goes. Kimi Antonelli in hot pursuit, and it is confirmation of a 5-second time penalty. The full start, movement before the lights went down for Lewis Hamilton. That is a big blow to the race today. It is. You have to sort of think keep enemy really. Good work. Honestly, if you can sync races up, that will work a lot more than 5 seconds to turn through. Yeah, don't get me wrong. But what I mean, if you make a lot of races up, so obviously I'm sure they could have given anything more advantage and not given it to have a look at full lights now 5. Just that, he just anticipated it, and he didn't actually, when the lights went out, he was not moving it as a smaller penalty, but he's back to that stuff with the ball. He just got the track with anticipation. Car moves slightly when he got in its real track, didn't it? Within that critical time before the lights go out, it's fast, but it's I was not moving that. They are the rules. We will company with this race once the start of the speaking of everybody else giving up the race. Sadly, 16 on that occasion. And that's why one of the strategies that jump start is moving just before the light comes out. You could just get your start going. Even if you get got rolling slightly, like we used to, when I was back and none of those sentences started. It's a huge difference to your first two certainly is. And now he's gone to 11th place. Charles Leclerc in 2021 led the British Grand Prix, being passed by Lewis Hamilton with 3 laps remaining. Is in the lead and has been the outset of this year's British Grand Prix by about 3 seconds from Hamilton, who's got that 5-second time limit. What Lewis said yesterday after the sprint with Billy second on Jelly, as soon as he got within my overtake, I knew I was in trouble. The moment Verstappen going along really nicely actually in P5, very close to the pace of the 4 effort. So the Lewis Hamilton tyres, and Davidson, second anything up to radio.
Yeah, but this name probably unfortunately is going for bad work for Lewis after this late race, playing a much less training on that third tyre. So that explains why he's dropping back to his teammate Leclerc here.
And Sainz as well, currently ahead of the following Victor. A lot of matches going on around and here there's a lot of matches down. That's Angus Straits. Looking out to Andy Barth, Lewis Hamilton in the sprint race yesterday. This time around he's a bit too far back. But this pressure is mounting and the challenge is coming, and eventually you get the feeling Hamilton's not going to be able to defend. What we're seeing here is particularly a Ferrari team in this battle, learning from yesterday's sprint race, where they use their energy differently to keep Mercedes at bay. The second place for the time being for Lewis Hamilton. This is fucked up, bro. They make their way down now the Wellington Straight towards Brooklyn to the BRDC clubhouse. Just a few car lengths too far back to attempt that move is Kimi Antonelli, but you know it is coming soon. Meanwhile, Max Verstappen, the mention Martin, going on well, bit by bit, is gaining on George Russell. No concerns at the gearbox, stay Mercedes to George Russell. He felt a bit of a long downshift just a few moments ago. George Russell's got a lot of fans here at Silverstone. One of them is not Max Verstappen. He's not a big George Russell fan, it must be said. Makes it quite clear. And he is, as you say, homing in, but not yet within the overtake mode. There they are, kind of in the middle of your picture now. So, Isaac Hackett just dropped out of the overtake zone behind his teammate Max Verstappen. So we've still got the 2x2x2. Antonelli perhaps fancies changing that, but at the moment you can't see where it's going to be to slam dunk as Leclerc carelessly out the front with a 3 second gap. It's not enough, and then it takes too much curve at Vale on the way into club, and that's what extended this gap there. As the car jumps and moves around a little bit, it's on the throttle. George Russell asked about keeping inside. Charles Leclerc has been going extremely well here at Silverstone this afternoon, but looking out today, it's frustrating, it's stuck behind Lewis Hamilton, but when the chance to go, George Russell's still behind him, and this much closer now, but looking out today on the run down towards Brooklyn. Lewis Hamilton tries to break the toe, keeps out to go with play. And he's getting involved with Brooklyn spin now, seeing coming out of the corner as he puts his hand out. That's not only wasting battery juice, that's very slow and over the surface of the rear tyre. So he's really in the pressure now. Right, into Coxley now. He's and drop past Lewis Hamilton on the other side of Cox. So then back at the second place. We were maybe expecting it. We were maybe expecting it at Brooklyn. Well, if Lewis Hamilton was expecting then, he might have got caught out of it, because that was very opportune and very nice. Keep an eye on this screen though, if Hamilton's got any battery power that he has in UCAP, I think he might have needed the British to take it down to Brooklyn on this lap. And that's it is the finish line in 3 corners time. And you can nearly say the overspeed is done. And he needs to take through this. And that, if he's got some pace, he can start getting off after Charles Leclerc now. Over 4 seconds of
Hamilton's now in the mid ahead of the second row. Double and not looking for a few more laps. This is now big campaign. You realise that that moment was there. The gap was there on the inside, and he had the pace over the Ferrari. Yes, before Lewis, he used the most right. He lifted up over it off, but he didn't care well. And he tried to squeeze it. None of it, but that was a very unorthodox place for a second. See that. This is not terrible. I think it's very good, but the doctors will sit. Still not happy. Okay, Ferrari don't play that too much because Lewis Hamilton has done a great job for the team there. He didn't Charles Leclerc. 4-second lead over Kimi and Antonelli. Ferrari have already got a big with that mistake, with that penalty. Yes, the pit stop under a safety car might mitigate that. The score that focus from Charles Leclerc trying to get a little bit of time over Kimi and Antonelli in this first stint before we start stops. 8-10 that time. Last year, Charles Leclerc, Austin, 2024. He is the race leader here. He's got a 4-second buffer over Kimi Antonelli and a long way to go to protect that 4-second buffer. So Antonelli has got the first sector now. Look at from the second sector, that's Leclerc. Let's see how it is over the line. He's got to get so far. Is it slow? Interestingly. So he's actually extending his lead with Antonelli in the clear air. So Antonelli would have used a lot of power there to get past Hamilton. He needs to back the laps. Get his got, as we call it, state of guard SOC back under control and then set about the other front. Just want to take down your basket, the empty basket, so you've got to drop back up against the thing. With the second pole towards Russell. Another box is concerned about intelligence and behaviour and gearboxing of how he is. What is it? Isaac Aguilar behind him. Now has Lando Norris over the closer forward. Norris trying to get back up into the top seat before he started his race. The next second get down into the blue. Still has this. He keeps the work through and I guess it would be looking. Someone wants to go to Britain for that. It's a quick head start. I'm not going to do it. It's actually doing that. All weekend long around this city that it's I think the tendency now to Russell. Very much up to the challenge here. Antonelli losing a place at the start. The player losing a place at the start. Lewis Hamilton back in the 5-second penalty and to count towards Russell. He's forced to snap it. It's up a place. And already for a couple of places in this race.
Quite a bit quicker between them now than Hamilton has happened. See now. But for Antonelli, he wants to win this one. But it's those of the in the World Championship, Lewis Hamilton and George Russell. They're behind him. Charles quite a long way back.
It's not going too badly at the moment. There is wonderful well. It's only pretty of course. Here at Silverstone, a couple of third places in 2019 and then 2020 in the British Grand Prix in 2021. We see right off that particular year, between Lewis Hamilton, pretty big. And to go one step better in 2026.
That Miles Sciences will start 10th on a monthly basis since then. I've got Esteban Ocon up to the I think it's not with Saturday. Great race phase there. I think it's something that will clear up as Max Verstappen will ever more on the gearbox for George Russell.
That brings the pretty by the damage that has been highly picked up, the main contact, to change that quite quickly again. Too twisting, not good, yes. He's off towards Russell, hence on Max Verstappen, how one following
having Lindblad there who's running 9 goes in Norton play. I can go a lot faster. And also the Bumblebee are managing ahead of us. And the Norris are smashing the tires.
So Planet's on the case. The people want to help us. It's one of the experts or some of the victims. Champions are Alonso, Williams. I wonder if they might retire out of Albon. Coming out from this one now. Albon does have damage. And it's a lap down already. 5 seconds behind Fernando Alonso. So I think it might be retiring Albon. Alonso is shooting, by the way. Here is Alex Albon. Is he going to serve his penalty today? So the penalty and then you retire. Yeah, then go out and then retire. Okay. 6 driver on it. 4 and Joseph. I want to vote for the high flag. In the bottom there is one of Oliveira down so far. Quick scoring points, Arvin Lindblad. I think he meant to hurry up a bit. He was in 9th place. Ando Norris. That's the right driving packet, slow down a bit so he wants to start this. And Jordan actually damage to disappear from the 4th place to about 3rd. Lewis Hamilton's got a bit about 6 there. 5 seconds time penalty.
Well, this scored by 2 seconds, so probably 2 seconds at the moment behind Lewis Hamilton. So actually running a net different place. There's 5 seconds clear of Russell. Verstappen gets another
Pretty standing clear. The central podiums and 50 and the third podium and score for all of these progressive. Some of these races at the end of that short pushing Grand Prix laps ago. Here at Silverstone, we've got 305 laps left. That is 65. You reckon for a pretty strong crew. The stat was just about 3 car lengths behind George Russell.
And just one thing starting a bit over to Max and the Red Bull and 4 power unit for Red Bull. Powertrain is going along really quite nicely.
Now, George Russell not going to make this way to the inside. The second for one moment, Fernando doing the same. Now back to down on George Russell.
It's straight because Max with a view to push extra credits to get there. That's it, the back added down. Back straight to an extent he is.
He can, you know. Verstappen slams that door shut. Russell trying to go around the outside. And that's 2 very close moments between both of these drivers on the same lap as Verstappen now dives into the pits to change tyres.
Yeah, that's why he uses energy so he can hit. I'm telling you, Max not more than think it's bad. That was a super aggressive defense, especially when he's
hard side of the Verstappen's level, and out he comes. 0.6 seconds the stop, and he should come out ahead with Liam Lawson down in 8th place. And a really nice bit of clean air for that Rebel. Coming down the main straight now, Verstappen obviously has a much nice into that inside line and comfortably ahead of the Racing Bulls down the 7th place.
Showbase team do whatever he doesn't do. So he hits, you carry on. He carries on, you hit. And Red Bull then will...
You must have heard tales about him.
Will the system react to that, or will they try and get offset?
Some say he helped Tung Monk fetch the scriptures, was granted Buddhahood, and stayed on Mount Lingshan. The journey never happened.
Stick a new set of boots on.
He is nothing but a monkey who lives in some storyteller's tall tale. But now, you will hear a tale which no one has ever known.
Yet another trip around Silverstone. Paul Orlando Norris trips around Silverstone. He can look at the fans, he can look at the blue sky and white puffy clouds, and he can look a lot at Isaac Hajar's rear width. He's been stuck behind that for quite a while. Ted, down to you.
And it's really early for Max Verstappen. That's a good 4 or 5, 6 laps earlier than Pirelli and some other teams thought. So even though the degradation is higher than we expected, the Red Bull have got something up their sleeve. But look, it's just the one stop with that hard tyre to the end. That's a very, very long final stint this morning. On top of that, not great for the up tyres on Lando Norris and Lewis Hamilton. Norris says, I'm just trying to keep the car on track, calling it impossible. And Hamilton on the radio saying, this car just won't turn. I mean, obviously it will turn, but he's not doing great enough.
Yeah, it's not, I mean, the way the cars are all moving around, a two-stopper is looking more likely than it certainly was when we were being briefed this morning by the various teams.
Yeah, it was an easy one stopper, and they were all going to start the medium tyres. Well, that bit certainly came true. Whether it's an easy one stopper, it's good to find out. If the Aston first to put the hard tyre on, that's having pulled into the pits. Number 3, Lando Norris. Oscar Piastri on a hard tyre.
Why does it matter if you become a Buddha? That headband has always been on your head.
Exactly, going great go.
And I think Agile are pitting in this second Red Bull.
Those eyes wide open. Makes me ready to.
It was right behind Agile, while he was out there, slow stop.
When you defy
celestial court,
I had to feel you beneath the mountain with my immense power. Yet, after enduring punishment, you embraced the uplifted good against evil, and subdued
Norris is just being told, Martin, but the uppercut is very powerful.
Your contribution,
and that's what we're looking at here, this race between Agile.
the title of victorious fighting.
Slow stop, not helping. Coming out after that slow stop behind the Audi of Gabriel Cortoletto.
And the Jade Emperor imposed 3 ordeals.
He needs to clear
only
this
when
Audi
the chicken finishes pecking the rice, the dog laps up the flowers, and the rabbit
He got for the overtake, but not the very thing, not quite alongside.
And this is the position, there's not blue flags involved here. Surely McLaren will react to this, bring Norris in, and try to keep or gain track position on Agile.
So he's got past Gabriel Cortoletto and into Cox, but he has lost time in doing so. This has given Lando Norris around a little bit of breathing space here. So very good news for them and for Isaac Agile. While all this is going on, Kimi Antonelli is starting to reel in Charles Leclerc a little bit. That gap at the front is going down to 3.5 seconds now. Hamilton is dropping further and further back. From the front to George Russell, only coming in. The Mercedes now extend, and therefore by overcutting, Russell will be there at the end of the race to pick up the Verstappen.
Give it some fresh tyres. Norris did not hit. It was my question of whether McLaren would react to try to keep at that Agile. So, assuming it's Red Bull to stop.
This well, the defence. So another lap with that slow stop and Agile getting stuck and behind Gabriel Cortoletto, which you see in the picture.
We've seen this all year. It's been up and sort of a stint. It's had a little bit fed up with life, for being depressed, perhaps it's fun. It's really very good in these conditions. Very, very good, but the car's probably a little bit fighty, and he's looking back at Leclerc.
Senate Brown is listening in on the McLaren mid-wall. Give us an update on your position and the condition of the tyres and what happened to Oscar Piastri.
Well, Oscar looks like tangled with lawsuit action. We haven't seen the replays. But it worked out. She probably damage. And their tires seem to be okay. See Oscar in the big worries now as they do opportunity performance. And our races with Red Bull.
I don't feel 100% yet exactly Gordon covering Gar and Verstappen's pit stop.
No, that's not the point where we are. They admitted will be a 2-stopper, so it's possibly extend to 1.
Yeah, we like different size tracks. This gives us excitement by the end of the race. Zach, thanks ever so much for joining me. Pit lane's going to get busy now. It really is, because what you lose, and 18 seconds for a pit stop on the normal position, 8 seconds for a virtual safety car.
That's an umbrella, believe it or not. So this means that'll be gone in a heartbeat. So if you're not anywhere near the pit lane, you won't get the benefit for this ending.
Esteban Ocon then is the one that's come in. Yeah, Charles Leclerc is just going through ranks and Bennett's currently, so no chance for him to take a part of your Kenyatta now.
Massive sight relief for the Red Bull team, because otherwise they'd have had an expensive pit stop under full green conditions, and nobody else has gained from that. Ocon sort of gained a bit from it, didn't he, by trundling in the pit in the VSC.
It's worth bringing your brolly to Silver, but we keep a hold of it in the wing, and you don't want to see it all blowing onto the track.
It's amazing it's isn't it? But I guess they had some cover it. Yeah, you did.
You don't want it ending up, slip onto a car or anything like that.
Yeah, the halo.
So, under that safety car, safety car,
geez, mate, that's so much of this is crazy. I just like circle. So as the fuel load's going down, as the front tyres, as the tyres are getting warm, make sure that understand the car is not steering enough.
Isaac Hadjar now with Arvin Lindblad just ahead of it, racing for position. In place currently Lindblad, who hasn't hit Isaac Hadjar obviously has been hit. So let's see how Arvin Lindblad can hold on. The Red Bull driver who used this car last year, of course. Two drivers that have been here many times at Silverstone, racing in the junior formula. After winning both their three races at Silverstone in 2024, and 16 was the youngest player in that series. Isaac Hadjar winning in F3 in 2022 and F2 in 2024. They made the graduation now to F1. Congratulations to the senior, move up to the senior team. He's moved up to right behind Isaac Hadjar there. Not quite yet, Mark going into Brooklyn. Not good we go though, we're on the inside there. Something on the track's already done it really dusty. And for both cars to drive into down the old pit straight, Isaac Hadjar still last to cruise, and he's up into 8th place.
And box. My tyres are still good. My tyres are still good.
That is a really interesting call because what we've heard on the radio so far, so was complaining about his car, complaining about the tyres. Ferrari have now brought him in, but he might want to stay out. George Russell had pitted too, and Lewis Hamilton, as you can see, comes out behind George Russell 10. Not saying those tyres, they look good as well. They're great, those things wear on them, they looked okay, but he did need to serve the penalty and just rejoin just behind George Russell. It's served by Hamilton. Clear. It's not the Hamilton's button. Serve a tight penalty in the pit stop. Your time taken to change the tyres is slower because the team there get the go to touch the car, not to actually get going because the car comes to a standstill.
Yeah, because normally they follow the wheel, spin the lid with the gun, don't they, on for a 2 point something. Is a sweeter movement than having to wait.
3.8 seconds that it scores at a stationary. Stationary 7.5 seconds. That was a 6th lap tyre offset between Max Verstappen and George Russell. And then their by those two, now 6th place and now 3rd. That 5-second penalty. Gasly back out of the track. He's got sights just ahead of him.
So that's Hamilton is in position, two track positions ready, in the right position, and his car will be all the line to his out. There's so it is just a start, but move forward town phase. We saw
英雄被写成诗，举身爱与勇敢，是凝成花，不容悲欢。有情有
Ferrari decided that Lewis will let you run your race and not tell you about the penalty until we absolutely have to. You're wondering why no one was working on the car. Leclerc lapping Sergio Perez on his way into the pits and following into the pits. And it's Albon, I think that is still going in the Williams.
Yeah, Leclerc had a bit of traffic on the way through that lap and in. But this is a reactive pit stop, and he was starting to lose 3/4 tenths per lap. I think Ferrari feel that is the right time. They can get straight on with that. One, and it's a 2.4, and that will keep him in the lead, but the net lead, I think. But let's see what Antonelli can do in this phase while he's actually out front of his pit stop.
This is time now, isn't it, for Antonelli? To be freed and use whatever pace he has got left. Just a fraction long, Charles Leclerc on his marks there at the pit stop. He's probably got him a couple of tenths during the pit stop phase. Lewis Hamilton has now set the fastest lap of this race. And he is right behind George Russell, as you can see, in contention, potentially for an overtake on his own teammate, if that can happen. Antonelli at 29.8 for this first sector as he gets the foot down. But Lando Norris 29.9, Verstappen 29.9. It's not as fast as you might think, although he is on much older tyres than Verstappen.
I think the equivalent of hammer time is let's go, as Bono just told his young driver. Now he's actually out in front until his pit stop. You see, but the hard compound tyres are showing some really good pace. If they've got the durability we expect, then they should be good to go. Nobody's got 2 sets of them now, have they? Available, I don't think.
We are P6, we are fighting for the podium, P3.
So go get George, and that battle is very much hammer time. Anthony, down to you at race control.
Yeah, so the other battle that's going on, obviously, is with the other Brit, Lando Norris, who's fighting as an Hadjar, and his engineers come on the radio to say the gap is 90.6 to Lawson. Hopefully he'll hold up Hadjar. Well, unfortunately, Hadjar's already passed. So that's another fight to, old news, but it's a fight to look out for.
Excellent. Thank you very much indeed. We're on pause. Here we have going Abbey, first corner. We're on board with George Russell. Right behind him is Lewis Hamilton.
I'll say Ferrari have got absolutely Mercedes matching pace today, haven't you? Didn't have in Austria last weekend, where they were kind of no